Before we even dive into this interaction, take a second to understand what you're about to witness, because this is not just another roadside encounter. This is a full-blown clash between a citizen who clearly believes he knows his constitutional rights and officers who are trying to respond to public complaints without escalating the situation. But here's where things get interesting. What starts as a simple welfare check quickly spirals into a tense exchange filled with sarcasm,
I am out of the roadway. I've never been in your roadway.
Okay, I'm just letting you know and advising you have to stay out of the roadway.
And don't eat yellow snow. Don't run with scissors. I got it.
Okay, I'm glad you understand. I have your day.
We just got a couple calls about you harassing people.
How am I harassing people? I'm standing right here waving as people wave at me. That's constitutionally protected free speech communication, waving back between citizens. Hey, I haven't broken a single law, and you're trying to infringe on my First Amendment rights?
Right off the bat, you can feel the tension masked behind sarcasm. The officer is attempting a standard advisory, basically saying, stay out of the road, which is a reasonable safety instruction. But the citizen immediately responds with humor and subtle defiance, turning what could have been a simple interaction into something more confrontational. This is where encounters often start to derail, not because of illegal actions, but because of tone. The citizen hasn't broken any laws at this point, but he's clearly signaling that he's not going to be cooperative in a traditional sense. And from the officer's perspective, that can raise concerns, especially when they're responding to complaints.
You have the freedom of expression. I'm not saying anything but your sign. You're allowed to have the sign. You're allowed to wear that hat and that shirt. You're allowed to say and wave to people. I'm telling you, somebody communicated to us, and
I don't care. I do not care.
I'm not asking you to care. I'm just explaining.
I don't care. Why are you telling me?
So you understand.
Well, you can leave. Obviously, I'm not doing anything but standing here holding a sign that pisses off certain snowflakes. You're allowed to stand here. I am too. I'm not going to conversate with you anymore. Have a good day.
Okay, I'm going to talk, and you don't have to listen.
I won't. I'll just record.
Okay. Somebody called and told us you were panhandling and harassing people.
Excuse me, panhandling? Do you see a bucket? Do I look broke? Do you know how much this sign costs to make?
You said you were going to listen.
No, I'm not going to listen to that garbage.
Okay. Somebody said that. I'm not saying it's true. So all I'm saying is, if you are panhandling,
get the complainant out here and file charges against him for abuse of the 911 system, abuse of process, and filing a false police report.
Okay, they didn't call 911. They called 911.
Okay, well, it's still abuse of process and filing a false police report.
Anyhow, I mean, based on your demeanor right now, don't act like
I'm in the middle of something. You're interrupting me.
Now here's where the legal argument begins to take center stage. The citizen is invoking the First Amendment, specifically free speech, and he's not entirely wrong. Peacefully standing with a sign and waving at people is generally protected activity. But what makes this complicated is the complaint of harassment. Harassment isn't always about what you intend. It can sometimes be about how others perceive your actions. That's why the officer is here in the first place. Notice how the officer isn't immediately accusing him of a crime, but instead trying to explain why they were called.
Let me explain. I know the law. I'm not breaking any laws. Have a good day. I'm not disorderly.
Right now you are being with these two individuals.
How am I being disorderly with these two people who have their back turned towards me? I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. I'm not burning your city down like Black Lives Matter and Antifa did. Am I? Is this Wisconsin? Did I light anything on fire?
Did I say you broke the law?
Yeah, you did.
When? What did I say?
You said I was panhandling and being disorderly.
It's not even against the law.
She said I was being disorderly.
Okay, well, we can talk about
I'm arguing with you, which means I'm allowed to redress grievances under the First Amendment right to petition. I'm allowed to redress grievances with my government, which is you right now. So I'm petitioning, which is protected under the First Amendment. The right to petition and argue with police is protected by free speech. It's been adjudicated by the Supreme Court. I can talk to you any way I want.
No, you are. I didn't say you were not allowed to talk to you.
She said I was being disorderly by the way I'm talking. That's a violation of my First Amendment rights, lady.
At this point, the citizen shifts from defense to offense, demanding that the complainant be held accountable for what he claims is a false report. Now, while false reporting can be a real issue, It's not something officers on the scene can just act on instantly without evidence. Now, what's interesting here is the growing frustration. The citizen feels targeted, while the officer is simply trying to explain procedure. But instead of de-escalating, both sides are talking past each other. The citizen is focused on rights and legal technicalities, while the officer is focused on resolving a call for service.
Absolutely it is. Head in? Yes, it is. I have the right to petition. It's guaranteed under the First Amendment.
I've never said anything about your sign, sir.
All right.
You said I was being disorderly because of the way I'm talking. This is how I speak, lady. If you don't want to speak to me, don't speak to me. This is how I talk. Ask my children. I don't have a mute button. I'm sorry you don't like the dialect I use when I speak or the vernacular, but I'm allowed to do whatever I want. It's a free country.
Hey, just to be clear, you're not doing anything wrong, okay? There's someone else called about you, and that's why we...
That's fine. They can call all they want, buddy.
Okay, but when they call...
Tell them to call 1-800-WAH.
I want to make sure you understand. When someone calls the police, we have to respond.
Yeah, you go right ahead and keep doing it. Come on back out here. Just bring beer next time.
Panhandling, we have to come and make sure you're not.
Do I look like I'm
By the
panhandling?
way, it's not against the law to panhandle.
And I'm not panhandling. So why are you here if no laws were reported?
Make sure that you're not.
You said no. You said it wasn't illegal, but you said someone called in, so you had to come out because it was a crime.
I
But
was going to explain to you that there are laws about panhandling, but obviously you don't care to hear.
I don't care to hear because I don't panhandle, buddy. Yeah, you're good. Have a great day.
Here we see a major escalation in tone. The citizen claims the officer accused him of disorderly conduct, and now he's doubling down with constitutional arguments, specifically the right to petition the government. And again, legally speaking, he's touching on real principles, but here's the key issue. How those rights are exercised matters. You absolutely have the right to challenge police, question them, and even argue, but that doesn't mean the situation won't escalate if the interaction becomes hostile. The officer, on the other hand, now has to decide whether this behavior crosses into disorderly conduct or remains protected speech.
You're gonna need to get your fucking hand off my camera right now!
I apologize.
And don't cover my camera! Listen, bitch, don't cover my camera!
I
Don't cover
apologize.
my camera!
I thought I just had
Ever!
my hand
No,
resting on
shut
the
the fuck up! Shut up! Don't camera, cunt! What do you want?
Okay, there's no need for that name call.
You bitch! So you know what? There's no need for you to be all secret shady covering the camera! What do you want, bitch?
That's an officer safety protocol that we usually
No,
hear.
oh really? No, for my safety protocol, you ain't covering my cameras. You're violating constitutional rights. What do you want?
I am here to talk to you. Are you home?
You.
Are you home?
Get the
Now the officer tries to bring things back down by clarifying something important. They're responding because someone called, not necessarily because a crime was committed. And this is a key point that many people misunderstand. Police are required to respond to calls, even if those calls turn out to be unfounded. But instead of accepting that explanation, the citizen continues to challenge the logic behind the stop. From his perspective, no crime equals no reason to be there. From the officer's perspective, a call equals a duty to investigate. Both viewpoints exist, but the refusal to acknowledge the other side keeps the tension alive.
get the off my property. You got a warrant? Get the off my property.
I actually do have a warrant.
Whoa, really? Get the off my property.
It's
Stop
just a
it!
ma'am.
Bye, you cunts. Bye, get the off my property.
Are you home to come out and talk with me?
Yeah,
I'm
bitch, I'm inside hiding from you. That's what you can do, you dumb cunt. Get the fucking property, man. You know how many times you guys have accused me of hiding in the house from you? Get your hand off my
No,
camera and
I was
get,
just sitting on the
get
phone.
away from my camera. Get the off my property. Right now, get the off my property.
Are
Get
you
the off my property. What do you not comprehend?
And just like that, the entire tone shifts. What started as a public interaction has now moved on to private property, and everything becomes more serious. The moment an officer places a hand over a camera, it immediately raises concerns about transparency and rights. From a citizen's perspective, this is a direct violation. From the officer's perspective, it may be a safety protocol. But regardless of intent, this is the exact kind of action that escalates distrust instantly. Add in the mention of a warrant, and now the stakes are significantly higher. The citizen's reaction becomes far more aggressive, and the situation spirals into open hostility.
Tell me a warrant, cunt. You got a warrant, show me a
Dawn,
warrant.
you're losing connection. Ma'am?
An ugly cunt. Left off my fucking property.
Are you able to restart or something?
No. Get the f my property.
Are you home right now?
Bye, bitch, and take all your fucking friends with you. Bye, cunt.
It's just a few of us here.
Bye. Fuck you. I don't give a who's there. Nobody's welcome. Get the f my property. You can stand on the curb, and then you can show me your warrant. But until then, I suggest you get the f my property, bitch. This ain't Ruby Ridge 2. Get all your little pigs off my property. Get the f out of here, all you little cops. You coward cunts.
No need for that name.
Fuck you, bitch. You put ARs at me. You cunt. Can't wait till yeah, you.
As we reach the end of this encounter, what stands out most is how quickly things escalated, from a simple complaint call to a highly aggressive confrontation filled with accusations, insults, and total breakdown of communication that on one hand, the citizen clearly understands certain constitutional protections and isn't afraid to assert them. On the other hand, the way those rights were exercised, combined with escalating hostility, made the situation far more volatile than it needed to be. Meanwhile, the officers attempted to respond to a complaint and maintain control, but certain actions, like interfering with the camera, only added fuel to the fire.